Hi, welcome to my channel Pretty Pink Soul Movement, and I'm Michelle Cool, and today I'll be doing your Soul Shadow 4 version 4 reading. So pick a number between 1 and 3 and we'll get started with number 1. So what's your soul shadow? So I'm getting that you're in this period of darkness, working with your shadows. I don't feel like it's, see how this card is just like pretty much a mess, like there's so much going on. I feel like this is more your mind, so you're kind of more in, you might have a lot of air in your chart. But what your spirit guides are saying, your soul is saying, is like there's nothing to worry about here. It's almost like you're making things seem worse than it is because you're running away with thoughts and outcomes, and what if something bad happens, or you're letting fear creep in, and your guides are saying it's not necessary. So listen to your soul. Like, you'll have this first feeling of hope, inspiration, which comes from your soul. And then all of a sudden the fears will start kicking in, which are unfounded fears. So you're kind of just making, a bit of your own mess in your own head. So if you needed that confirmation, you can just let that stuff go. And even if you feel like there's things that are unresolved that need to be resolved, they will resolve themselves once you actually let them go. Because you're causing yourself here, like with the tear, you're causing yourself a lot of pain, unnecessary pain. And it's for no good reason, really. I'm sensing some attachments to the past, places and things that you may have lost on the way. But, and I know it sounds so cliche, but something better will be there for you. Those things happen for a reason. They taught you lessons. So focus on the good in every bad situation. Obviously, depending on the level, but try to focus more on the good and shift your mindset. When your mind goes into that chaotic mode, replace it with something that is more inspiring. We've got the maiden energy here. So this is like the young energy. So you could be a lot younger. You could be like just about to blossom. And I think you will. These colors are just like too beautiful. And we've got a rose up there too. So I feel like you are about to blossom into the next level of your life. You just need to kind of chill and believe in yourself and say positive affirmations like, I believe in my life path. I believe in me. I replace fear with love. I follow all my passions. I am so happy with myself and the way I look and who I am. And just keep on replacing that chitter chatter in your head with something more positive. We got the forest here. So I do feel like you can't see the wood. What's the saying? From the trees. But you're going to have like a breakthrough pretty soon. This video could be it. But you will. And you might also have to go a bit deeper into the reasons why you feel like you do. What's the reasons behind why you feel like you do? So why do you not believe in yourself? Why do you feel shame? I'm sensing from your body. So say if you had kids and stuff and then you feel like your body's not the same. Look at it like my body was able to birth beautiful children and things like that, instead of going, oh, my body's never going to snap back. You know what I mean? That's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. And here we've got manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. Man, if they could bottle this shit, right? So it's a whole just reframing that self-talk that's going on for you in your head. And you'll feel a lot freer and you'll be able to move into the next stage of your life. So I hope you resonated with that. Please let me know. And now we'll go on to pile number 2. Hi, pile number 2. So your soul shadow message is to do with vision. So you may be feeling like you have a strong vision, but you don't know how to connect it to your current reality. So Spirit kind of just wants you to step back and reconnect with the voice of your soul, because our soul's always like guiding us. They're always telling us what feels right. And usually that's like the biggest indication, what feels right, which is like something that we've totally disconnected from. You know, as you get older, children have that, right? They know, oh, I want to do this, I don't want to do that. They know straight away if they want to do something or not, right? So we kind of disconnect from that as we get older. But I think you need to practice spending more time with what feels good in your body. You know, when you think of something, does it make you warm and fuzzy and light? And that's the indication, then that's the right path for you. And it doesn't matter. I'm sensing you may have tried a few things and it hasn't quite worked out for you. It's okay, because it's all a learning experience. That is how we learn, through tough situations, through learning what we like and learning what we don't like. Through failures we learn, you know. And I know it like hits hard, and depending on, you know, how sensitive you are, like it can take time to really recoup and heal. But I feel like you're at that point where you're able to shift and move forward. You're going to see something very soon, I think, in your mind's eye, about what you should do next. But just give yourself a pat on the back and appreciate yourself for what you've done so far. Because I feel like with the Hunter card that you might try to charge forward too prematurely. And so you need to step back and reconnect with your soul and feel that light energy for the choices that you need to make next. If you feel frustrated, pissed off, annoyed, just go change your location. If you've been sitting in your house, or if you've been sitting at your desk for too long, or whatever it is, just go outside. Like, literally have to physically break that pattern of thought. Shift the energy any way that you can. And it's the best way to do that is literally to get up and get out of the area that you're in when you're feeling a bit funky. Because I do feel here, like with the sustainer, it's going to be an idea or a project or an insight that's going to really be like at the foundation of who you are, of your soul self, which is going to establish a firm foundation for your future. So this is a nice little progression of advice. We've literally got the shadow. And this is like, it's just, you haven't been able to see it. You haven't been able to see your shadow, and you know that's why you're here, right? Because you come to see your soul shadow. But your soul really wants to talk to you, and you've got the ability, and I think that you have been. It's just frustration or a bit of self-doubt or fear has kicked in and just like kind of disconnected and severed that connection. So you need to do what you can to get back to that connection and make that your priority instead of your vision. You know, and then things will move forward a lot quicker. It's just that you're trying to like fight your way through a storm, and you can't. You have to let a storm pass, right? You can't fight a storm. You can't. You just have to sit it out and wait for it to just, you know, cross over, and then all of a sudden the sun comes out and you feel better and it's a brighter day and you think clearer, right? Just like when you go to bed and you might be feeling a bit confused, you wake up in the morning and you feel lighter and you feel like, oh, it's okay, I can tackle this day. I think you just have to go ride this storm, reconnect back to yourself, and yeah, and that's a pretty good message. Nice progression. Group 2, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to have a thumbs up, and we'll move to group 3. Hi, group 3. Let's get into your reading. What does your soul shadow have to say to you? Now, I feel a little bit bummed for you guys. So it feels like there's a bit of a toxic energy in your life. And it's something that has been draining you and draining your soul and draining your connection to your purpose. And I feel like you've been putting too much effort into like one basket that doesn't work. There's something. So there's a shift that needs to be. I feel like there's almost like a codependency type energy. And it's like you look at this person and you think you need, subconsciously, it's like, I need you to love me. Because if you don't love me, then I'm not lovable, which is like a bullshit. Or you need, like this person, you're like demanding almost subconsciously that they need to help you, and you could feel betrayed or something because they're not whatever it is, they're not giving you what you think you need. So your soul shadow is releasing codependence and putting too much energy into one thing, whatever that be. It could be a person, it could be overworking in a job. There's an imbalance in your energy that your soul is just not happy with, because you can't hear your soul's voice clearly because you're overcommitting to something that is toxic. And that's what's coming through from the Venom card. This is just not good for you in any way, whatever you're doing. It could be like a pattern that you've adopted from your past. It's almost like childhood wounds of my parents always telling me who to be or what to see, and you've almost created this energy around you of, I have to try too hard, I have to force people to do what I want in order to receive love. And this is a belief that you just need to let go. It is not healthy whatsoever for you. Very toxic pattern from the past. So you might need some help how to do that, because whatever this situation is, whatever is going on in your life that you're just flogging a dead horse and it's a dead end, it's making you feel shit, the universe is like, stop. Just stop. This is not for you. Like, step away from it. Overcommitting, doing too much. You need to retreat and you really need to heal. So you might need to do my soul shadow program. And I feel like this is something that just seems sweet here with the siren. It's like you received the siren call, or someone gave you a taste of something, or even like the job, or a relation. It could be any relationship. It doesn't have to be like a sexual. Do you know what I mean? Someone's like you feel like someone's lured you in. And then you're subconsciously demanding more from them that they're not capable of giving you, because this is something, a need you need to fulfill for yourself. And it doesn't matter like how many times you like silently demand this, it's not going to come to you. This is a dead end. You need to change the conditioning from the past, which is not your fault. It's just a hand that you were dealt. Like, you need to cut this energy out, pull back and reframe where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your hopes in. And they're coming from, your hopes actually coming from fears. Like fear of no one loving you. It's almost like the inner child is saying, if I can't get this person to love me, no one's gonna love me. You need to love yourself. Like, you need to cut this behavior out. Because it's like here with the mask, it's like you really don't connect with this aspect of yourself, and that's why it's like a shadow side, because it's hidden. But now it's kind of been, if this is resonating with you, any part of this, you need to come out of hiding with it. Like, the first step to healing things is owning what we do. Do you know what I mean? Just because we've all got healing to do. There is no right and wrong, really. There just is. There's like, what's healthy for you? What's healthy for your soul? What lessons have you come here to do? That's all it is. There's no I'm bad or I'm right or I'm wrong. It's got nothing to do with that. This is like deeper than that. You need to see yourself for who you are. And just because you have healing to do doesn't mean you're not lovable, doesn't mean you're not worthy. Do you know what I mean? It's like, some people would rather fight with people forever than say, I'm so sorry, you're right, like, I was wrong. Like, honestly, people will fight to the death or never speak to you again, rather than admitting, yeah, I could have done that better, I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? Like, people don't own that, so please don't be one of those people. Because it's very freeing, and that's healing. Even, I still have issues with people or relationships or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And even if, let's say I accepted something to my life that my soul's like, you shouldn't be doing this. Your soul knows you're only human. You just kind of work your way through it. And then in the end, it's like, okay, it's okay. Like, I explored this relationship. It's not a right fit for me. And I just said to the person, thanks, but, no thanks. And, that's taking responsibility. Yeah, I could like fight with them about oh, how dare you expect this from me? How dare you, you know, do you know what I mean? Like you could go to the heavy energy and you could defend yourself, or you could go, actually, I let this into my life, or okay, we were seeing eye to eye, now we're not, that's okay. Stuff happens. I don't have to fight to keep them in my life or to prove my point, because I can admit it to myself and go, it's okay, on their journey, they're at their level or whatever, we just don't sync. I'm going to pull my energy back to me and do what I came here to do. So I'm kind of getting that's something similar for you. Because when you can do that, there's a whole new journey for you. Like with the pilgrim, like you can set sail in different direction. You're going to feel freer, you'll feel lighter. You'll still have, see how this card's kind of dark. You still have the shadows, but see how the light's coming in. Like it's different colors are starting to come in now. You know, and it's the same with the mask. Once you acknowledge I have a mask and then I take it off, the light can kind of like finally come through. But you need to work with your shadows because they'll always be there. You can never hide from them. If you decide not to look at them, that's fine. That's your choice. But you'll still be 70 and they'll still be there and you'll still have those problems. So it's better to look at love your issues now, love where you struggled now, love who you are, where you are now. So then you can set sail on journey and actually, you know, enjoy the rest of your life, which is we're here to learn lessons, yeah, but we're also here to enjoy our life, no matter what card we're dealt, to work with like that mess, the hand that's been dealt, to work with it, but to stop those toxic patterns that we've adopted from childhood or from past relationships or whatever. So I hope that helps you. Please don't forget to like and comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.